Hi, my name is Vicky, and this is going to be my 5 minutes to teach you something, 5 minutes or less to teach you something. So I'm going to teach you how to load your hands like on a counter as a prep for hanging. So sometimes we can't go outside and hang on different things. So this is just a fun thing to do if you're at the computer or cooking in the kitchen. So you're going to find a counter, you're going to stick your hands on the counter. If you have kind of a fear of falling backwards, or you don't feel like you have a lot of stability standing up and leaning backwards while keeping your hands here, you can do this bolstered on, you can do this at a coffee table, and you could bolster up your knees and do the same exercise and do it that way. So you're just going to put your hands on the counter like this. Spread your fingers wide and have your thumbs looking at each other. And then you're going to line up your feet so they're under your hips. And then you're going to tuck and untuck and try to find neutral pelvis. And then draw the ribs up and in. And then keep the shoulder blades wide. You can ramp the chin if you choose to do so. And then you're going to rotate your arms so that your elbow pits are, for the most part, like pointing upwards. And then from here, you're going to draw your hips backwards without moving the hands. And so this is going to get a nice load on your hands. It's also going to kind of give you a nice stretch across your back. And so you're going to see if you can, so keep the elbow pits pointing up, and then check your kneecaps, because sometimes our quads want to keep us in this position. So see if you can lift and lower your kneecaps, and then keep your pelvis untucked and the ribs drawn up and in, and then see if you can lean yourself back, keeping those points as best as you can. The tendency is going to want to tuck here. See if you can keep your pelvis in neutral as you lean back. So the hands are just going to be, I'm going to feel the load in your hands, and so it's going to feel like you're pulling the hands off the counter, but they're not moving. And then you're going to feel a little, some tricep work here. And then see if you can move your elbow pit to the side and see how the load on the hands changes. And then you can bring them back in, coming backwards, checking on your kneecaps, checking on your pelvis, and then breathing here. And then you can lift one hand up and see where you're at. Lift the other hand up. And you may notice on one side or the other that it's easier or not so easy. And then to come up, there will be a tendency to push through the feet and move the pelvis forward. Try not to do that. Try instead to come up you almost want to pull your hands backwards without like moving them. So see if you can pull yourself up that way without thrusting at the ribs. So if I thrust it at the ribs, it would be like this, pulling hands. So you're just going to pull yourself up by the hands. And then you can like up level this a little bit and add a nice calf stretch. So on the half dome, so putting both feet on the half dome, you're probably going to have to put your hands a little bit forward depending on where your half dome is. Keep your fingers spread, nice stretch. Draw the ribs in, untuck the pelvis, elbow pits are pointing upward, and then reach back. And that's what I got. Thanks so much. Try it out and let me know. Bye.